This is just a coming attraction of a longer set of videos from the past week. This is nothing. Just wait.
I don't know about you guys. Some of you have been pastors. It's the most thankless job you can have. It's a thankless job. They expect you to pray. They expect you to be there when they call. They expect you to be at their beck and call. They expect you to help them get what they want. Sometimes they expect you to take them to the doctor. Call Uber. Don't call me. You say, well, when do I get to expect something? When does the pastor get to say, hey, would you do me a favor? You should be taking care of your pastor, according to the Bible. But I see around here very few that even attempt to do so. It's a low percentage. I know there aren't many that help me out. And I'm saying it not that it might be done unto me. I'm pointing it out. Even at the office, these guys, man, they hit the gate at 4:31. Whew! Nobody says, got anything to carry? You got anything else? You need anything? No, they're just gone.
Mike continues to make my jaw drop with his anti-Bible rhetoric. He's an anti-servant. He's an anti-minister. He's an anti-pastor. You want to know what not to do? You watch him. Listen to him preach. This small portion alone, I am still in shock that there are people that will follow this guy. I said that to somebody recently. Things like he said about telling your wife to shut her pie hole, tithe or go to hell. You're a loser if you don't take care of your pastor, all these things. And the person reminded me that we sat under Davis, who did the exact same thing, and we didn't leave. We heard it and we didn't leave. I have no words anymore. I can't find the words to describe how disgusting and filthy anti-servant. I can't even remember people that I knew in the organization that thought this way, that spoke this way about the ministry. It was an honor and a privilege to serve people. This guy, I'm the leader of this group. I make 3 salaries. I go on 2-week vacations and I come back and I blast you for not being in church on Sunday, even though I wasn't in church on Sunday. Maybe even 2 Sundays. Ha ha. He's so emboldened because he knows who's sitting there. He can look out and see who's going along with me and who's no longer useful. And that's what happens when he sees it, and when he saw it in a lot of us, that we weren't going to be a part of promoting this behavior and this false doctrine. They don't have any use for you. They will lie, and they will tell stories and lies. They'll sidle up to you and tell you all these stories that are lies, and you don't know because you don't inquire, because you think it's evil to do so. And I really want you to open up your mind. This guy, that's not in the Bible. When you are called to the ministry, it is to serve. And he is sharing this with ministers that are standing there, with Bible school students, and what are they going to do? If they place any value on how he is, and wait till you hear the rest of the service. Wait. Not just this one. The ones from last weekend as well. That's why there's people out there in NTCC harming others with this anti-Bible false doctrine. There is nothing biblical about what he just said, and he He just ripped those office workers a new one. They're all sitting there. Everybody there in Graham that's in the Bible school or that's stationed there, they know who works in the office. They know who he's talking about. But he's not a cult leader who demands these things just like Davis did. Everybody did everything for Davis. Everything. I wouldn't be surprised if there was somebody standing by to wipe his butt with baby wipes or something and powder it. Who knows? But this guy, he doesn't understand, because you know what, guys? He's never gone out to start his own church. He doesn't know the things you do to be a blessing to people and to help them in their lives. You sacrifice your own. He doesn't know about sacrifice. He lives large. He lives in luxury. He lives way beyond. He's the only one in the organization who lives this way. Blatantly, in your face, lives this way. I encourage you to go read the Bible about what it says about servants. Whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. Your servant. I serve. I don't whine and complain. It's a thankless job. It's so gross. And he pretends and prances around like a peacock up there. Like he's the one who's received a message from God and he's delivering it to you. And yeah, it might be sour and it might hurt, but it has to. You need to toughen up, you wuss. And here he is whining and complaining. No one does anything for poor Mikey. Aw, but they didn't wash your car enough last week? Didn't mow your lawn enough? Didn't clean your wife's house enough? He says that, and then I'm going to show you in the next videos other things he said that are worse, if you can believe it. Anyway, stay tuned. This was going to be longer, but partly when I was recording this, I must have hit the sound off, so it's re-recording now, and I thought I would just go ahead and I just chose a piece. Didn't matter. I could have chosen so many things. If you're okay with this, then you have to ask yourself, why? Why am I okay with this? With being treated this way, with hearing him dishonor the men in the office who have done nothing but the bidding of him and of Olson and of Davis. You are enablers. We all were. I can say it because I was one. I enabled it by thinking it was okay and by being a proponent and a defender of the organization vociferously. I know, I understand. But I need you to understand. And I need you to step back one moment and think about this. This one thing. You can go listen to the whole video yourself again. You don't have to wait for me to splice it up. Please, I hope you'll do that. And save yourself years only to find yourself out and starting all over again. But I can tell you that the worst days out are better than the best days in. Because you have free will, freedom, and you have your identity back. I want to wish you just the most crazy, awesome Friday. and stay tuned for the other videos.